the opening song was a request from AsburyBrad, so thanks for that. And also thank you to AsburyBrad for tonight's streamer, which I'll get up here in a second. There we go. Kayla getting her revenge, one of the multiple Kaylas. So tonight I thought we'd continue on going through the Casey calls. So we're up to episode 8, so we might do 2 or 3 depending on how time goes for us. So I hope everyone's had a good day, so good night so far, I guess. And hopefully it stays that way. So g'day to Null and Drive 137 and AsburyBrad and the Duchess of Cornwall and Slash and Evil Little Mixed City Slut, Sadface09, George Glass, Tiffany Rose, James Dean, Mandy J, hello, NCA 87, and Keypin O'Realdo, and Kitty Velociraptor, Moton G, Amoni's dad, Brandon M, and Dr. Cunt, and Craig oh my fucking word, and Lawns Earned Ladder, Conzanton, the legendary owl, Cornhole Three-Way, who says, not even a joke, just before the stream started, I texted someone on a dating app, are you Russian? Pussy Destroyer, hello to you. And Cornville Councillor and Lawns Fernbone. All right, let's just hop straight into it. So we are going straight into Casey episode 8.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Can you turn the TV down?
I am doing that right now. Can you hear me better now?
I hear the TV. It's like blaring.
Yeah, hold on. It's the one in the bedroom.
You have both TVs on?
Yeah. I was in both rooms.
But you weren't watching anything, you just need sound?
I was walking on the treadmill for a half hour and I watched TV in there. Then I came back out here and Sadie ate her supper late because she wouldn't eat it earlier. And then I went in and took a shower and then I just sat down here and put some crap on my toenails.
And g'day to Jacob McRobb, and Logan W, and Matt Cephas. And George Glass, who asked, "Am I all right tonight? I sound different." I apologise. I'm not meaning to. I'm all good. It's been a big couple of days. Just personally. I've just had a couple of big things, but I'm all good. Sorry, I'll try to get my voice a bit more chipper. I'm just feeling a little bit drained from a couple of things, but I'm sure by the end of hanging out with you guys, it's probably just the remedy I need. And g'day to Geometric Headdress.
Put some crap on your
and Balloon Sage. Hello to you.
toenails?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Not literally crap.
Well, I know that.
Some stuff to help my toenails get back to normal.
What do you mean?
Some hold on a second, I'll tell you what it is. Pro Clears.
You're gonna need more than that.
What's wrong with your...
The only active ingredient clinically proven to cure and prevent fungal infections.
Your toenails are infected?
Yeah, well, no, it clears the fungus I have on my feet that's made them gone yellow.
Jesus Christ. Like, why is he letting fungus get to the point where his feet have gone yellow before doing anything? He is just so gross in every way. G'day, Juniper and Dubsy CC, who says that Alex Jones call made my fucking week. I've been through a really difficult time over the last couple of months, as usual. realizing I'm not Lorne has lifted my spirits. Sorry to hear you've been going through a tough time. Hope you're coming out of it. But yeah, I actually just listened to that call just before going live, and it's pretty great. Like the only thing is, it's really bizarre to be listening to a Lorne call and agreeing with a lot of what Lorne's saying. I mean, yes, he's approaching the wrong direction, but Alex Jones is not someone that should be getting talked up, especially in line of their COVID theories and a lot of the other dangerous stuff he says. So like Lorne saying, he's just making theories to make money in that. It's really hard not to agree with him on that. So it was this really really bizarre feeling I had listening to that. G'day James Dean and passed out Roy in the van. And Trooper Grandson Chatchabay Billy. G'day to all of you.
On my toes, on my big toenail.
So they're infected.
Well, whatever it is, fungal infection, whatever you want to call it. They don't look like they're supposed to, so I'm trying to get them back to look so like they're supposed to.
They're yellow?
Yeah, they tear easy.
They're yellow and they tear easy. Ugh.
Yeah, well, just the top of them. Top of them is yellow and it tears easy on the one side.
So it's just the top that tears easy, guys. So that's all good.
Wow.
So I'm fixing it.
Is it working?
I don't know. This is the first time I've used it. I mean, literally the first time I've used it tonight. I just bought it yesterday. I was looking for stuff for it. So I found that. So I was like, cool. Give that a whirl. So, you done work already?
Mm-hmm.
You get on early today, huh?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Good. How's it going with you?
Going good. I mean, how's it going with
good.
work?
How are you doing?
Yeah, going fine.
Good. Sometimes? When you don't have fun sometimes?
No, not all the time.
No. I figured you'd have fun doing just about anything. Yep. So, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Why do you not like answering questions that I ask you?
I do answer your questions.
No, you don't either. Not most of the time you don't. Most of the time you ask me a question, I answer it, and I ask you a question, and you don't answer it. You avoid answering it. Why is that?
I don't think I do that. I think I always answer the question. The only time I don't answer a question is when I'm asking a question and you don't answer me. You try to turn the tables around on me to avoid answering my question, and that's when I don't answer questions. It's because you're trying to change the topic. That's when I don't answer them.
Okay, but if you look back in our text, you'll see last week sometime I had asked you a question and you didn't answer it, but you asked me a question and wanted me to answer the question first before you answered my question.
Oh.
You see? Remember when I kept asking you why you were avoiding my question?
No, what was your question? I don't remember.
I don't remember now. You answered it at the end of the night. You answered it at the end of our...
Oh, so I did answer the question.
And g'day, Aaron E. and Lorne's Unclimbable Ladder, and Mr. C, and Vast Ravioli, and the lamp that never got to shine on Lorne's dink. And a couple of questions for me in the chat. So, Cornwall Councillor asks, can we hear you try a New England accent and say, wicked? I honestly, I can't. Like, it'll be like, wicked smart, wicked Wicked smart lobster. Oh, yeah, it's no good. And Logan W, do we have Fritos down under? We do. We do not have Fritos here. I've never seen them. Like potentially we have some kind of like you know candy stores or whatever you want to call it that are like American candy stores. So they probably have them in there like imported, but not just in our standard shops. Interested to know what they're like. G'day Tracy Hamill as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but you made me answer your questions before you ever answered mine. I had to keep asking you over and over and told you I weren't going to give up asking the question. I don't remember what the
Well,
question
then
was.
maybe next time you should just answer my question, and then we can move on to your question.
Yeah, but I asked you the question first, and then you asked
Are we?
me.
Yeah, I
Well,
asked you
what does that matter?
first.
Oh, well, okay, so if it doesn't matter, then why would it matter to you?
What?
If you ask me a question first, and then I ask you a question after, without answering your question, why
Because
would it
it's
matter?
different. Because you're trying to avoid answering the question.
Wait a minute. How is it different if you're doing the same thing?
Because I'm not avoiding answering your question. I will answer your question after you answer mine. You use it to avoid answering questions.
But I asked you a question first, and you wouldn't answer it until I answered your question.
What was your question?
And even after I answered your question,
Oh,
you still didn't answer my question.
what even is the question? Like, I can't even remember now if they've said what the question was. And g'day to Cody Viz and Kitty Velociraptor, Bear on a Tricycle, Robert Osland, and Shawshank Shabrarian.
way
Way. That's way watered down.
Okay.
Way.
So I'm wondering why you do that.
Why I did it that one time.
No, you've done it more than once. You avoid my questions. You don't. You go and read through our text, and you see you don't answer my questions. I ask you a question, you don't answer them.
Yeah, well, I just told you why I don't answer your questions. And I don't answer them when you avoid answering mine. Because you don't have questions until I ask you a question. If I ask you something, you try to deflect by getting defensive and asking your own questions.
Hey, well, that's something that we need to talk about too. Because the reason that I get defensive is because it's a habit with me right now because of all the catfishing crap that I've been through. That's why I get defensive on things.
Yeah, you said that before.
Okay, well, so you should understand it because you were catfished yourself.
So it's not his fault.
Well, I don't understand it because I'm not catfishing you, but you've told me that reason before.
Okay, but when you
and it's like every relationship he gets into. Like it's at this point that he either needs to accept that he's not being catfished or stop talking. Like you can't just keep saying the same thing over and over. And g'day, one of those weirdos, and Vegan Munster.
asked me, there's been some stuff that you've asked me that. Okay, now don't get offensive on this because this is just an example.
This is definitely going to not be offensive.
When you ask me to tell you something about me that's personal that I've never told anybody else, that's what all of them have done to me. They have all wanted to know something personal about me that nobody else has known.
Okay.
So,
so you think there's a chance I'm catfishing you then?
No, it's just
well, then why does that matter?
Because it's just a reaction that I have. It's an automatic reaction.
It was your idea. Do you remember how that conversation went? You were talking about how we know things about each other that nobody else knows, and I asked you for an example, and you couldn't give me one.
I can't give examples. I hate giving examples.
Exactly, but you brought it up. You mentioned it.
Yeah, but when you call me on wanting an example of something, I suck at giving examples. I really am terrible at giving examples.
Because you had none.
Exactly.
You should be able to back up what you say.
I probably had some, but I just couldn't think of it at the time, and I felt like I was on the spot and just couldn't gather my thoughts.
How were you on the spot when you were the one who talked about it?
Not expecting.
You got defensive on your own question.
And g'day, Michael Mendoza, the Ballad of Silent Rick, and Jeremy Jezwinski, and Pee Wee's Dog Pound.
No, I weren't prepared to answer your question, though. So I couldn't think of an example.
Because you didn't have one.
I mean, it was your question, but all right.
What was the question?
What is something personal that I know about you that nobody else does? That was the question.
Oh, I remember now. And
because
I told
you said I did.
Yeah, because I told you there's a lot of things that you know about me that nobody else knows.
Right, and you couldn't name a single one.
You know about my job. You know things about my
Everybody
job.
knows about your job. It's on your registered sex offender profile.
You remember that?
Nobody knows the places I go. Nobody else has gotten pictures of where I've been.
But that's not something about you.
It's something about my job, something about what I'm doing. It's something
that's
about me.
That's not something about you, though. Just because it's a picture of, like, the road or a tree. That's not something about you.
I know.
If someone's like, oh, tell me about Lauren, I wouldn't be like, oh, well, he takes pictures of trees sometimes. You know what I mean?
Lauren saw a tree, and he also saw a road. There's some personal information I can share about Lauren. G'day, Becca.
I know what you're saying. It's hard for me to think of something that you don't already know because you've gone on the internet and you've...
Well, you said you're the one who said it. You said I knew things that no one else did. So then why did you say that if you had no, like, examples of something that I know that no one else knows?
I know you know things about me that nobody else does.
Okay.
It's just hard to think of exactly what they are.
Right.
Well, it's true. Oh, let me see. What can I tell you? See, I don't know what I've told them. I don't remember what I've told them. So if I tell you something that I've told them, you'll have to tell me.
Cool. Well, just say something.
G'day,
Loco Cola. G'day, some JBD and Smokey the
Here's
Cat.
something I don't think I've told
Paulville
anybody.
Freeway.
When I was a little kid, we used to go and see my grandmother and grandfather all the time, and I would sit out on the front steps and I'd sing. There's that. Then we'd also, one of my cousins were there and my brothers too. We'd go out in back of my grandparents' house in the woods, and we'd pretend like we had a meat market, and we'd take rotten wood and pretend like we were selling it. Let me see. Okay, here's something I've never told anybody. In 4th grade, it was the first year that I lived in Cambridge and went to Cambridge Elementary School in 4th grade. And a girl named Kathy and a girl named Sharon both liked me. And my best friend was a big, tall kid. His name was Jonathan. He was really tall for his age. But he was my best friend at the time.
Compared to you, probably. And g'day, Road Scholar, and virgin-ass bitch boy Rob.
He was jealous because Sharon and Kathy both liked me.
Oh, and also g'day, rotten crotch fruit.
And we sat over on the edge of the basketball court, and they both gave me a kiss on the cheek. And Jonathan was mad about it, saying that he was going to tell the teachers, so they both had to give Jonathan a kiss too. there's something about me that nobody ever knew.
Wow. I definitely glad we found that out.
To move on.
Onto episode 9 now.
Let me see. When I broke my leg when I was a sophomore in high school. I don't think I ever told anybody about that. There's a hairline fracture on my right leg. It was during gym class, and we were outside and jumping the long jump, and when I jumped it, I landed really hard on my right leg, and I got a hairline fracture from it. That was the first time I ever broke a bone.
Wow.
I know, that's still from when I was a kid. I'm trying to think of things that I've never told anybody. I got in a fight with Tony. I don't know if I told anybody that or not.
I've heard you get into fights with Tony's where he pushed you down or something.
Yeah.
You have told this story, yeah. So please tell us once again, how you beat up a very unwell man. G'day, save me one. Salty Robot. Welcome to you both. And
He pushed me
Shiffery.
down, and then I pushed him down. I pushed him down when I was sitting down. And surprised the hell out of him.
And Darth Craps, hello.
The next morning, he called me the next morning. He said, "Good and you?" I said, "Good and you?" We were fine.
Yeah, because Tony didn't want to, stop having you bring him beer.
I miss him.
I don't get it.
It's just our way of saying we weren't mad at each other. This shit happened. We weren't mad at each other. I miss him. He was an asshole, but he was a good guy at the same time.
He was a likable person.
What else can I tell you about me?
G'day, Honest.
I used to, I don't know I know I used to tell people that I used to go karaoke.
Yes, Lorne.
To
We all know about your karaoke. G'day, Ilrig.
And Jay. And we'd also go in Dexter. And you probably heard about all that stuff on the internet. I probably told somebody that. It's hard to think of things that I haven't told them already. Help me out here.
How do I help you out? I don't know your memories of your life.
I don't know. There's a lot of things
What can I help you with?
I don't know. Me and Roy and Paul used to drink together all the time. That was before I ever went to Washington State. Then Paul went out to Washington State, and he be with his family and get back with his ex-wife. And he invited me out there, and I went out there. I was out there for 2.5 years, and most time when I was out there, I went to karaoke. And, well, before I got my first apartment out there, I was living with Paul's wife and kids, and his mother-in-law and stepfather-in-law.
That's scary.
And they were trying to tell me places to go, and that I could go and do stuff. And there was one that was a dance place, learned country line dancing.
G'day, DeP's fashion consultants, and more crap for put downs. I'm sitting on my ass in my chair. Like, what it occurs to me, like, listening to him fucking go on and on and on, is, like, Lorne tells stories the same way that, like, a middle schooler, right, who like writes a book report at the last minute, like like the reports you do at school where you've got to have, say, like an 1,000 word or a 2,000 word type thing, and they've only got a small amount of content because they've been too lazy to do the research, so they just say the same thing over and over and over, and like when you hand in the teacher for editing, they just like cross out 90% of it because it's all rubbish. Like that is how Lorne tells a story. And g'day, Cece.
And so I went there to try to learn country line dancing. I didn't do a very good job. I was self something. What the hell's the word I'm looking for? I was self-aware, self-conscious when I was learning country line dance.
Okay, I was like, you're the furthest thing from self-aware.
Yeah, I didn't do very well.
Yeah.
I was very self-conscious.
The other day you said you rethought some things and don't want to talk until my movie's over. What did you rethink?
Because you were doing things that was making me uncomfortable.
Like what?
Like some of the questions that you would ask me, and you wouldn't answer my questions. You'd ask me questions, but you wouldn't answer any of mine. And it made me uncomfortable.
Okay, so why are we talking right now?
But then you started slamming me too and all that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I couldn't understand why you're slamming me so much.
Okay, well, my movie's not over.
Because, I mean, that is so different to their usual relationship. I can understand why he's so confused. I mean, usually they're very sweet and supporting to each other. So the fact that she's slamming him, he's probably like, whoa, where did this come from, baby? Whoa.
I know. I'm being patient. I want to wait for you.
Did you turn your TV back up?
No, I'm in the bedroom now.
God, how many TVs do you have on at once? Just turn them all off.
I turned the one off in the living room. I'm in the bedroom now.
Well, then turn that one off. It's very rude to have the TV on.
I'm sorry, I forgot it was even on.
Okay, but so last night you said call me. What was so important? You said like we needed to talk.
Well, because the live stream that you saw, I was wondering if you were fucking with me about it.
If you think I'm fucking with you, remember what you're supposed to do.
I know, Casey. See, I don't think you're fucking with me, but there's times when you do things that give me flashbacks of shit that they've done.
Gives him flashbacks like he went to Vietnam, like he hears a helicopter and he suddenly has a flashback to his catfishing. G'day, Lulu Pop 19, April and Pedro, Lumia, Julia Weingartner, Ramona's diaper. Hello to you all. See, I knew all I needed was a little bit of lawn bullshit, and it's like a little bit of lawn and all your troubles just disappear.
Well, then maybe we shouldn't talk until you work through those problems for yourself.
No, I'm working through them.
Well, it doesn't sound like you are.
Well, I am. It's just, I wish you wouldn't do some of the things, I wish you wouldn't question why I have these flashbacks of the crap that they've done. I wish you'd understand it.
Well, I'm not going to change the way I am or the things I do because you don't like them.
You can be more understanding of why I react the way I do sometimes. That would help. Then I can explain it to you better.
But you never explain it better. You just avoid answering questions by saying, oh, my catfish used to say that to me. Let's not talk until you come up here.
I know, I ran away. I'm sorry.
Well, don't apologize. I don't care.
So, do you really not care?
Why would I care? If you don't want to talk to me, I have no problem with that because you have your own issues to deal with your catfish PTSD, and I have no time for that. I'm gonna do and say the things I want to do, There's plenty of fish in the sea, and if you don't like something that I do or say, you have every right to not like it and then go find someone who does things that you like and things that they say. I'm not going to change how I am or the way I act or how I ask questions or how I say things because it makes you uncomfortable. If they make you uncomfortable, you have every right to go away and find someone who doesn't do those things if you don't like it.
This Google number makes me uncomfortable.
Right. So what you can do about that is either deal with it, deal with the fact that that's how I'm going to talk to you, or you can go meet a woman who is comfortable right away and wants to give you her number. That's your options, but you can't get mad at me for choosing what I want to do because you have every control of the situation. You can leave if you don't like something.
Yeah, but if I leave, you run right to Alex.
That's none of your business what I do because you're gone.
That is exactly right. Like, two things. She will potentially run to Alex anyway, whether you leave or not, in where she would leave you. I mean, not that you're really with her right now anyway, but on top of that, like, if you were to leave, well, why do you care if she runs to Alex or whoever else she runs to? It's no longer your business. It's not really your business now. And g'day, Blue Boy. Thank you as always for these amazing calls. And I just noticed you said that this Alex Jones stuff is really getting people heated. Like, Alex Jones does have that effect on people. And I mean, not that it's getting me heated. I think it's hilarious. But I was saying earlier in the stream that it's really bizarre to listen to a lawn call and not completely disagree with what he's saying. Like, in terms of what he's saying about Alex Jones, I'm like, you're going about it the wrong way, and you could be making much better points. But I don't really disagree with you, Lorne. I don't like agreeing with you. This sucks, if you know what I mean. But it's obviously very good. And g'day to Brand 37 and there was someone else I saw come in. Oh, Vex, g'day Vex. And Julia Weingartner. I can't remember if I said hello to you before, but if not, hello. And also Duchess of Cornwall.
If we stop talking, you think I'm just going to sit here like pining over you? No, I'm going to go date people. I'm going to go do everything that I was doing prior to us talking. Like, you shouldn't care. You shouldn't be concerned with anything I'm doing if you decided to move on.
I shouldn't, but I do care.
Well, then that's something you have to deal with. That's not my problem. If you're like, you're like, oh, I don't want to talk to you anymore, then I'll be like, okay, and then you can't get mad if I go on dates with another guy. That's not right. You can't do that.
The last time wasn't right.
What last time?
The last time, that fucking bullshit with quote-unquote Jamie.
G'day, Dustin Thomas. Exactly, Blue Boy. He was entirely right. And how bizarre is that? Like, I'd love to know how bizarre that was for you when, for Casey, when Casey was talking to him, to be like, saying the stuff about how, Alex Jones is right about his theories, and then having him, make decent points back. That must have been bizarre. And g'day Harv 1991 and Sting. Hello to you. And what are you saying, Eel? It'll be something shit, no doubt. Alex Jones does make people hot. I agree with Cornwall. Well, I know he makes you hot. I mean, we were, as I usually do, I make really great plans to do stuff, and I never actually do it. And I did plan on doing a whole bunch of Alex Jones stuff on my other channel that I also have not actually done anything on. And maybe I will one day. And, I was actually thinking about doing some stuff with you, but my concern was that it would just be me ragging out Alex and you just be when, yeah, I see your point, but he's a fucking smokestack. Like, I mean, you got to agree with me there, Cornwall. I'll be like, no, I can't. And then you'll just get further and further upset. So it would be a bit awkward. And g'day, Sly Stallone. and Lorne Lynn Tangstrong, aka Sean French.
I'm gonna. You watch me. I'm gonna make sure Will pays for the shit that he's done.
Okay, so you just entirely changed the subject. I don't know what you're talking about now.
Well, because
We were talking about
because the
dating.
bullshit with Jamie is what made me leave. And then with me leaving, that's when you turned to Alex.
I didn't turn to Alex because you left. Started going on a date with a guy who had an interest in me, and he treats me nice. So I said, sure, I'll go on a date with you. We ended up making out. That's it. I mean, what did you expect me to do? Just wait for you? I'm going to keep living my life. It's not fucked up at all.
I wanted you to do what you did, and just wanted you to do it sooner. And I wanted the truth about
G'day, Eileen Clayman.
That happened.
What the truth?
Okay, well, I didn't.
I want you.
It's just this last week, for example, you said,
first of all, I want you.
You know, we're not going to talk to each other until you can come up here. When that happens, I'm not going to put my life on hold until I can go up and see you. I'm going to do things I want to do. I'm going to act the same way I always did. And then when I'm done with the movie, if I just happen to be single, I would, perhaps reach out to you if I felt like it. But I'm not, like, when you say stuff like that, I'm not gonna be like, oh, okay, and then just, like, put everything on hold until you're ready to talk to me or until I'm able to go up there. I'm gonna treat it like we're not talking anymore. I'm gonna do whatever I want.
I want you to understand there's a lot of confusion that goes on with me because we haven't met yet and because of all the catfish and bullshit that I've gone through.
Right, and that's for you to deal with.
I know, and it's not easy to deal with it.
No, I'm sure it's not, but you can't blame me because you can't deal with your own problems. I'm not dealing with any of that stuff.
G'day, Jeff Horbachuck.
I deal with it. It's difficult to deal with because I want
to. So when you're going through your little issues and you decide you don't want to talk to me, then fine. I'll go meet another guy. I'll do it. Well, what? That's what happens.
Fine, I'll go meet another guy.
You can go meet another guy, Lorne. That's fine. Off you go. Everyone's more than happy for you to go meet another guy, as long as that guy is over age.
Talking? Why wouldn't I?
So instead of waiting for me, waiting for you to be done with the movie, and waiting for me to come and see me after you're done with the movie, you just go out and meet another guy.
Right, because we're not talking anymore. I'm not waiting for anything. You can take me for how I am in the situation for what it is. And if you don't like it, then that's fine. There's plenty of people out there to date and get to know. And it's up to you. This is you can.
And Julia, who says those Aussie Man videos are so funny. They are, aren't they? Is that like a subtle hint that that you would like one?
Meet someone in Maine if you wanted. You can't meet me or like be mad at our circumstances. You decided to pursue a woman who lives in California who's in the middle of a job. So you can't just be like, well, I like you, so you have to drop everything and do what I want. That's not how it works. It's just not. And I'm not gonna like beg you to talk to me or come chasing after you if you say you don't want to talk anymore because I'm uncomfortable with the stuff you say, and you ask me questions that remind me of the past when I was being catfished, and I don't like it. I would say, okay, well that's too bad. Have a good life, and I hope you find what you're looking for. Because I'm not gonna play some chasing game. I don't do that.
I found what I'm looking for. It's just a matter of getting her here.
And like I said, I can't just up and leave. to come see you at any time I want.
I know. I do know that. I just get frustrated.
Well, you know what's extremely frustrating is when you tell me to call you, and then the next day you say we shouldn't talk the movies over, and then you text me anyways. You just play game after game after game. All you do is play games.
Okay, then
And I'm not playing games. One of these days you're going to do it, and I'm going to be in the wrong mood, and I'm just going to block you.
Okay, then we got to start talking more.
We were talking time before.
Well, we're actually being more open now. Well, when I have a problem with something, with some way that you talk to me or something like that, talk to me about it instead of saying too bad.
Well, no, I'm not gonna be your therapist. I'm not interested in doing something like that or like dating a fixer-upper.
This is not being a therapist. It's therapy for me and you both, so that.
Casey doesn't need any therapy. Like, what I mean, potentially some therapy around her taste in men wouldn't go astray, but apart from that, and you're not going to be having couples therapy because you're not a couple. And g'day, Amanda James. Great to see you.
I don't need therapy, though. I'm not going to baby you.
That law needs therapy.
I didn't say anything about babying, Casey. And don't ever say anything about coddling, because the way that you coddled, quote-unquote, Jamie.
Or munkling. I don't want to hear a word about coddling or munkling.
Was extreme.
Well, I'm not going to coddle you.
So I'm not a supermodel. I'm not Jamie.
What?
But
no way.
Mean that you can treat me.
He doesn't even want that cookie. I mean, he says he's not a supermodel, but like, he does look like Justin Timberlake. And yes, Justin Timberlake's not a supermodel. He's a pretty good-looking dude. Like, don't be too hard on yourself, Lorne.
Like I'm something that you dug out of the water.
Like a clam in shit.
Do you, just make up the sentence as you go along, or do you have the thought first before you talk?
G'day, generic internet mail. If you just changed your name after I said that, that is perfect. Hats off, sir.
I make it up as I go along.
Yeah, I can tell.
No way.
That makes no goddamn sense.
It doesn't mean that I want you to treat me like I'm second best.
Second best for what?
A supermodel. Because I noticed I noticed your reaction when I sent that picture of Jamie to you. I noticed your reaction right off the bat. That all of a sudden you weren't against having a throuple.
And?
I noticed your reaction right off the bat with her.
Yeah, and what? What about it?
It was crazy. She didn't react that way to me.
Okay, well, look at you and look at her.
Huh?
Look at you and look at her.
Yeah. So what about it?
Well, there's your answer.
Because she's a beautiful woman. I'm not a woman, for one thing.
Well,
no, she's just a beautiful person.
That's not the only thing that's wrong with that sentence, Lorne.
And she was smart and nice and intelligent.
Okay. How beautiful did she turn out?
Like looks-wise?
Still pretty beautiful. I mean, yes, I'm biased because the way it turned out, worked really well for me. The fact that it fucked you over, but and I get the point you're making. Beauty on the inside and all that kind of stuff, which I completely agree with. Like, I'm not going to disagree with Lorne here. I completely agree that ugly people on the inside who are that affects the way you view people 100%. She was still beautiful.
Like as a person wise.
Well, she's not real, so I don't.
Okay, so right down to it is beauty's only skin deep. If you don't find a person that's beautiful on the inside,
Okay,
that person
but
will
we're
be very
talking
ugly.
about first impressions.
And like once again, like I agree with what he is saying 100%. And the thing is, like Lorne's attractiveness or not, like if he was a decent person, like if you removed all the layers of vile, like it really wouldn't matter what he looks like. I mean, especially if you're looking before he's completely destroyed himself by smoking and drinking. I mean, if you looked at like a younger Lorne and you remove the pedophilia, you remove the abuse, you remove all of his poor attributes, he's a pretty good looking dude. Like, and I'm sure I'll cop shit for this, and this will be taken out of context. But like, he's not okay. Pretty good looking. That was that was wrong. I take that back. But he wasn't like as dismally unattractive as he is. And if he had good qualities to go with that, you know, he would what's the word? Be doing good with the ladies or however you want to put it. But he doesn't have those qualities. So there's no point going on about, oh, you know, beauty's only skin deep, it's on the inside. When your insides are probably, well, not probably, are definitely worse than the outside.
Huh?
You said we're talking about first impressions. You said when you
G'day, Cyber Squeak. He does look melty.
first showed me the picture of her, I did something, I guess.
Yeah, the way you reacted to him.
Yeah.
He is gross, Amanda James. Ugly. What is it? Gross, disgusting, ugly. And I'll just on that goes without saying, but really glad to see you and Tiffany back with your true crime channel, Amanda James. I've already been binging the backlog and ready for the new stuff. It's good stuff.
She was a beautiful woman of a person that I thought was real for 2 fucking years.
Be real.
But your reaction was the same as mine. She was beautiful. She was.
Yeah. What's the point here?
The point is you were reacting to what her looks were, and you were treating her according to what her looks were.
Well, no.
And Eel, don't say Cornville times Lorne equals brush. You're going to get Slash all bent out of shape. He won't talk to me for a week now.
You have to remember she was also very nice to me all the time.
Yeah, but she wasn't real.
Yeah, but she treated me nice, and we would play games, and we would spend time together, so what's the problem?
So she was a good actress.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you see the difference?
The difference in what?
The difference is she was acting, I'm not.
Yeah.
That's being real.
Okay.
And hi, bye, Sean McClure. Enjoy your dad stuff. Thanks for popping in, and go fuck yourself, Slash.
She was beautiful. Didn't make her a beautiful person.
No, that you're right about that.
Do you see my point?
Okay. I don't see what the point was.
The point is she wasn't worth having an interest in.
Yeah.
I regret that we had a throuple.
Right. Me too.
I guess I made my point.
Well, you still haven't made it.
And not with a name like that, Smokey the Cat's Pornville 3-way. We cannot be together with that username.
I don't know what the point was.
The point is...
he doesn't actually know what his point is. That is awesome.
That you showed more interest in somebody that was beautiful just because of their looks than you did to me.
Well, no.
You did.
Did we not just talk about this? How she was very nice to me. We got along great. We never argued. You and I argued all the time.
Well, don't you find something real about that?
Real about fighting?
about arguing. We're having a better communication than what you and her had, because
No, her and I's communication was way better than what your and I's communication was.
you and I could have a very good communication. The only reason that you had such a good communication with her is because she would agree with everything that you said.
Well, and we would talk to each other all the time, and we would learn about each other, and we were great at communicating to each other. We would talk all the time, and she was always very nice, and yeah, she, we were interested in the same stuff, and it was easy talking to her.
But what was the reason behind being so easy to talk to her?
Jesus.
Because our personalities aligned with each other.
And g'day, Jake Steele. And Bitter Almonds.
Right?
Because she was fake.
Well, yeah, she was fake.
So probably everything that she said to you was probably a lie.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
It wasn't even a she. It was a fucking he.
Yeah, none of it's real.
Okay, so everything that me and you say to each other is real.
Okay, but you gotta understand, I didn't know that at the time.
Well, I know.
At the time, I didn't know she wasn't real.
Neither one of us did. But when she started acting to you the way that she did, I knew something was off, and that's why I started backing up then.
You didn't back up then, though.
I did. I played like I
didn't
did.
Notice it.
I
probably didn't notice it. I was too wrapped up in her. I didn't really notice what you were doing.
Oh, so he's saying, he was playing it cool. Like, he was starting to back off. He was, protecting himself, but he didn't want to give up the game. He's super fucking smooth.
I know.
Her and I were so wrapped up in each other that you kind of became an afterthought.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You and I lost each other because of somebody that was fake.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
To be continued.
You and I lost
right
each other
now,
because of somebody that was fake.
On to episode 10.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
That was pretty smooth.
But the good thing is that now we have each other back. And that's out of the picture now. And
how do we have each other back? Because last I checked, we weren't supposed to be talking at all.
Well, that doesn't work out so well with me and you, apparently.
What do you mean?
Apparently it doesn't work out so well with me and you, because look at us. We're talking.
Yeah, because you won't fuck off. Anyway, let's have a little bit of a pause. So we might do what's the word? an Aussie man video a little bit later, but I do own a certain Drive 137 Aussie man review. So enjoy if you're still enjoying it. Yell at Drive 137 if you're not. I accept no responsibility.
Just a moment, you just assured me that I could speak.
Sit down inside the car. You're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what?
Come on.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before. Why did you do this to me?
What is the charge?
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese
meal?
Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? How dare get your hands off me.
No, we've only got one.
Ta-ta and farewell.
So good.
One tough look. Laban broke.
They just shut the door on him. And look, I do agree, Eel, that is no way to treat the Australian president. Right, let's get back to Lorne.
When I ask you something and you just repeat what you just said? I'm asking for like an explanation. You just repeated it. I'm saying what doesn't work for us? What wasn't working? You didn't explain anything.
Ta-ta.
Us not talking wasn't working very well.
Wasn't working well for you. I don't think it really affected Casey very much. And g'day, Alison Marie Armstrong.
For you?
Obviously for both of us, because look at us. We don't stop talking to each other.
I stopped talking to you when you said you didn't want to talk anymore.
How you gonna come back with that one, Lorne?
But you also started again. The conversation started anyway. So regardless of how it happened, it doesn't really matter. It happened, and I don't regret it. I don't regret it happening, and I don't want to stop talking to you. I don't like going without talking to you.
Okay, well, we'll see how long that lasts.
Well, yes and no, Squeak. Also, g'day, voice to voice. So Squeak asks, is surprised that we have a president, and they thought a kangaroo just kicked a box with policies written on it. Well, yes and no. The kangaroo actually kicks several boxes with policies written on. So if you really want to know, and I don't want to get all political or anything like that, but if you really want to know what happens, policies, there are 10 boxes with policies written on them, and the kangaroo, the official kangaroo, comes in and will kick 3 of those 10 boxes. Then the Australian president that we just saw in the preceding video after a night out will just select from one of those 3 boxes, and that's how policy is written. I really am a bit dismayed about how your school system has failed you.
Oh, it'll last. Just do me a favor and think of some things before you say them to me.
Oh,
I do, I think.
Okay, Lorne. Fucking pot kettle black bullshit. Think of things before you say them. That is great advice.
Long and hard
And
about
g'day, Justin McRazors.
the things I say to you. That's why I say them.
Really?
Yeah.
I wish I could see you right now. I wish I could see you right now. I wish I could send you pictures. I wish I could send you videos.
Wish I could see him go.
Well, I think you can. You just don't want to because you think it's going to get you in trouble with your probation officer.
I can, but if I do, they say something to me because of them wanting to stop the videos from going online and all that stuff.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I'm saying you can do it if you wanted to. You're
Right.
just afraid to do it because of you're embarrassed probation's going to say something to you. But I mean, they don't, it's not illegal. You're not doing anything illegal. It doesn't matter.
No, I'm not doing anything illegal, but they don't want me sending videos because they don't want
Right.
anything being online.
Right, but you're not going to get in trouble by sending videos.
No.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
They might not like it, but you can still do it if you wanted to.
yeah, Ashley would say something to me if it wound up.
Yeah, she would say something to you, but she wouldn't like throw you in jail or like write you up for that. That's not something you can get in trouble for. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I'll just say something about it.
Yeah. And they're trying to help me to stop videos from being put online, videos and pictures. And they won't believe that you're real until you hear. Anyway, regardless. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. So I don't really give a shit what they think.
well,
Exactly right, Amanda James. He's afraid probation is going to confront him with how stupid and desperate he is. It's not about this, they need to prove you're real. They're just going to say, Lorne, like, they're clearly not real. You're being catfished again. And he doesn't want to hear it. G'day Wayne Tech 10 and Smokey the Cat. Yes, and Smoke Daddy.
I know you. I know you're going to say that it doesn't upset you, but I know it does upset you some because they don't believe you. Even
she sounds very upset, to be fair.
With you giving them your license and shit.
Casey?
Nope,
Crying.
doesn't upset me at all. I do not give a single fuck about Ashley or the other one or the other one. I really, I do not give a single goddamn fuck if they think I'm fake or real.
She does a brilliant job of covering it. Like, you've got to hand it to her. She's hiding that pain very well.
Well, Casey, I wish you would give a shit because it helps.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't.
I wish you would.
Because I really don't give a goddamn.
She doesn't give a
it
flying rat's ass.
It helps you to understand
Well,
more.
You see, it doesn't really matter because I gave them what they wanted and they still think I'm fake, so I don't care.
Well, you know why that is, though.
Why?
Because of the ticket.
Why? G'day,
Oh.
Drew.
That ticket didn't do any justice.
Well, they didn't believe me before the ticket, so it doesn't matter.
That's you got to look at what they're seeing.
Well, here's what I'm saying. I don't care though what they're seeing or what they think. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care what their suspicions are. It doesn't bother me.
I wish it would bother you because
G'day, Dragon
it
Words.
wasn't you that did anything.
Well, it doesn't. It doesn't bother me. Even if they, I can give them anything they want, they'll still think I'm fake. So I really don't care.
I wish you would care a little bit.
Well,
sorry though.
I wish you wouldn't
I
try to
do
fuck
not.
kids,
I do not care.
What are you going to do?
I don't think there's anything in this world I care less about than what your probation officers think of me.
Well, I wish you would care about what they think about you because that would make it easier for me going out there to see you.
How would that make it easier?
Because if you're nice to them,
You got to be nice
give
to
a shit about
probation.
what they're saying, they're gonna notice that and they're gonna feel better about me going out there.
They don't.
No, it's got no impact. You going out there is about you proving that, where you're going, the people that you're staying with know about your charge, know about your propensity to try to molest children, and are aware that they're essentially responsible for what you do out there, and also that the probation in the area you're going to can accommodate you for that period. It has nothing to do with whether they like Casey or not.
Say anything to me.
No, they don't. They don't want. They're afraid of being recorded themselves.
Oh, g'day, Kai. That's some harsh words, mate. If I gave a shit about what you think, I would probably cry, but I don't, so I'm all good, buddy. G'day, Witcher.
And put on the internet.
Right. So I don't hear what they're saying. I don't know what they're saying. Nothing I can do is going to go a long way. It doesn't matter.
But especially where they work for the government. They have to watch the steps that they take. Well, they have to watch the steps that they take.
Well, wouldn't that just be more evidence for them?
No, it'd be more evidence for them, but it wouldn't help me any. I mean, it would hurt the people in court when I get them in court.
Right. So, what do they have to worry about?
Because
how would that not help you then? Wouldn't it be able to prove that I'm fake?
It would help me, but it would not help my probation officers.
Well, it would help them if I was fake and recorded them when I talked to them on Zoom, and then put it online. That helps both of you, right? Because then it would prove I'm fake.
But it would, excuse me, it wouldn't help them because of their job. They're getting paid to prevent stuff like that from happening to me, and they let it happen to themselves. See what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't know that was in the job description.
Yeah, well,
I mean, Sue told everyone about you going to the airport and the ticket.
no, I'm sure she did. I don't even talk to her anymore.
G'day, Mama Gwen's fat ass chair.
I really don't talk to Roy anymore because of Sue, because I know he still talks to her. So I try to stay away from Roy. Because the less that Roy knows about me, the less he can tell Sue. Apparently Roy's talking to some other woman too that he met at the Acadia psychiatric place too.
Damn, he's picking up girls at this psych hospital.
Apparently.
Your brother is daddy as fuck.
Well, he's not himself anymore. That's why it's been so hard for me to deal with him. He's not himself. The alcohol, he's drank.
And g'day, Null and The Law and Identity, great to see you, TLI. And DJ Payne 1, great to see you too. And Tell You a Story, Null, is like a little bedtime story. Maybe after the stream.
Drank so much alcohol over the years, and the stuff that he drinks now it's called Natty Daddy, and it's literally bottom of the barrel crap. And it's
he is a daddy. He's balling out.
G'day, Kingpin.
It's like Paul said, he's natty, but he's not a daddy.
Oh, he's a daddy. Homeboy's a daddy. He's picking up girls at the mental hospital. That's the daddiest thing I've ever heard. Yeah, Roy's the goat.
Yeah, it's sad to seem like this because he doesn't. He used to be. I mean,
he gets to live in a shack, drink beer, and fuck girls all the time.
No, he's not fucking anybody.
Yes.
Well, he's probably fucking more people than you have, Lorne. So let's calm down. I mean, he's been married, so he's had sex at least once more than you. So let's chill, buddy. Oh, and speaking of Natty Daddy Roy, it's Natty Daddy Roy. Hello, and hello to Duchess as well.
2 women right now. He's balling.
He's just talking to him. He's not.
Yeah, right.
I guess the one that he met at the psych hospital was an alcoholic too, I guess.
Yeah, he's gonna be slapping them cheeks pretty soon.
She was supposed to come down one weekend, but I don't know. Her life is messed up, but she sounds like she's actually trying to straighten her life out. Roy's not, but I know he's filling her full of shit because he lies to everybody about everything now.
Oh my
God! Roy
God.
must have a 2.5 foot long penis.
Or I bet he can wrap it around himself.
Dream.
Wear it like a belt.
It's so sad. He literally used to be the hardest worker that I ever seen in my life.
Well, my mistake, Salty Robot. Roy's been married twice, so at least twice more than you, Lorne.
Who needs to be a hard worker when you're dripping pussy all the time?
No, he's not. It sucks to see him like this.
I mean, it sounds like Roy's living his best life.
No, he's trying to live off other people, and it's sad to see him like this.
I mean, sad for you.
It's sad. It's sad for the whole
Sounds
family.
like Roy's killing it.
Especially sad for Mom. It's affecting her the most.
Oh, come on.
How so?
Because
I don't mind it, Lorne.
That's
I
where
don't
he
mind
goes.
who
He
he's
goes up to
fucking.
Mom's garage, stays in Mom's garage, except for when he's drunk now. He won't go up there drunk anymore because I kept calling the cops on him when he did. So, and I think that last time, the cop must have told him not to be up there drunk again because they're getting tired of getting calls about him being up there drunk.
Okay, so is your mom upset that he's getting all that strange, or that he's using her garage as a love shack?
She's upset that he's not the same as person that he used to be.
He sounds better than he used to be. He's swagging out.
Yeah, no, he's not better than he used to be.
Free rent,
He's
drinking
better than
booze
you.
all the time. He's like, what, almost 60? And he's just slanging dong all over town.
He's not getting anything.
Sounds like he is. He's laying pipe right now.
The guy that I have doing work here for me, he's best friends with Uncle Clayton, has been for years. And he knows Roy really well. He told Roy, he said, Roy, if you quit drinking for 2 months, I'll give you a trailer that will put on your lot. You'll have to do some fixing on it, but it'll be a trailer. It'll be something for you to live in.
I got a big strong man here.
Roy told me.
And Roy was so daddy, he didn't even want that shit. He's like, fuck it. I'm gonna drink booze in this trailer in my little camper. I don't give a fuck.
That's basically what he said.
That's a baller ass move.
He said, you know I can't stop drinking for that long.
I mean, you gotta think of it from his perspective. He's comfortable in the camper. Ladies come to his camper to sleep with him, and he gets to be a drunk alcoholic all day long. He's living the greatest life ever.
He doesn't get to sleep with them. They don't get down here to see him.
Well, I mean, whoever he's sleeping with, whether it be Sue, whenever Sue comes down to sleep with him, I mean, we know he had sex with her.
Sue won't be coming down.
Well, that's what I'm saying is she did recently, and he was in a camper. He got a woman to travel from another country to come fuck him.
Hey, how's that been for you, Lorne? How many women have travelled to fuck you recently, buddy?
And you're saying that ain't sweet?
He's living the life.
Would have been sweet if he would have.
He's one dope ass motherfucker. People flying from countries and bang him in a camper.
Casey, that's the last thing he needs is somebody to buy him a beer.
I mean, that's a great ass story.
I mean, if he's gonna drink it anyway, like.
It's not a great story at all.
What's great about a woman paid for a plane ticket, flew to another country, and he didn't have to have a home.
All right, we're nearly through this call, but I do want to see a little bit of Aussie man review. So let's have another trip to destination fucked.
Gentlemen, get ready for another trip to the paradise of pain. Stow your tray table and put your seat in the upright position. You and I are going on an all expenses paid business trip to our favourite destination. I reckon this bloke is the #1 pilot to make sure we get there. He landed that plane. This Sheila can be his co-pilot. Yep, she's qualified. Why is she trying to act like that didn't happen? Ah, shit, it's a wedding. What is a wedding doing in a compilation like this? It doesn't belong here. Oh, yes, it does. I don't think this is the Destination F money shot, to be honest. I reckon the bride kicking his ass when he's conscious again will be far worse. I love how no one cares for him. Do they even know him, or is he a freeloader? Elevators shouldn't be in this compilation either. I have nightmares about these things falling.
No.
It looks like he could land this. It's a well thought out backflip.
Jesus.
Clearly I'm taking the piss. The spinal damage was inevitable from the outset. Level 1, clothing. Level 2, haberdashery.
G'day,
Level
Anthony,
3,
huh?
fucked. Cheers to a wanker called Gareth for sending me this one. You can tell this fella is at that point in the night where he thinks he's invincible. Unfortunately, he's not, but he is determined. He's a stubborn, tenacious, functional alcoholic, and by golly, by jingo, I'm on his side. He's done it! Oh, that was as graceful as a Caitlin Ohashi spready slam. If he was sober, he would have fought and resisted this journey, but because he's drunk, he's relaxed, he's floppy, he accepts his destiny. Bugger me, a wedding, an elevator, now an orchestra has made it into this compilation. The guy at the back is letting out a lot of anger on his timpani. He thinks he's John Bonham in Led Zeppelin. It's a dangerous thought for a dickhead in a suit. Kapow! Oh, gee whiz. The conductor is like, let's change it to the key of F for fucked. Here's a CEO with a sword and a gigantic bottle of champagne. Like doing a backflip in an elevator, I can't foresee anything going wrong here. The logic, the common sense, it all adds up. Yep, he's hacking it. Oh, what a beautiful thing to witness. I love it. I love everything about this. I wish I worked at this company. A new year, a new car chase. This dodgy bastard is gonna try sneak around this truck to get away from the coppers, but the truck says, yeah, nah, and rips off the door of the car as well. Ah, this bloke is gone. The cops are like, yep, you're in destination fucked.
Alright. Good shit. Alright, back to Lawn.
He's a homeless man who got a woman to fly over and have sex with him. That's pretty kick-ass. That's rock and roll. Roy's my new hero.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, you should learn a thing or two from him.
I don't fucking think so. I like living.
He's living more than you are.
do you, Lawn? Like, honestly, do you like living? Like, like, surely this isn't enjoyable.
The natty daddy's up there just banging chicks all over the place. Getting drunk all the time.
He can't
Barely
take care
works, probably.
He can't take care of himself the way he is.
Who cares? He's living a fucking James Dean lifestyle. It's kick-ass.
He's not living any James Dean lifestyle, I can tell you that. When his, I don't know, it's upsetting to see him like this. But
You sound
I can
upset.
understand why you get the divorces that he got, because it wasn't their fault, it was his fault.
Oh,
He's the one to
Jesus.
blame everybody else for it.
Just leave him the fuck alone.
That sucks.
Well, at least he's been married 100 times, so good on him.
He's only been married twice.
Twice as many times as you and I.
Yeah, well, we'll cure that. Well, no, wait. We won't cure that because we'll only get married once.
Oh,
I think when you're waist
You.
deep in poon, you don't really care about divorces that much.
Yeah, well, he's not waist deep in poon.
He's neck
Waist-
deep.
He's
Neck
waist,
deep in that mental hospital poon.
yeah, that he is.
That chick has sex like crazy wild. Calling up Roy like, oh, I'm little sitting by my little lonesome self over here.
It's sad to see. Well, I've
Chick
seen a
just wants
couple.
to get stuff and fucked by Roy.
I've seen a couple of women that he's been with, and it's like they were so drugged up when they were with him.
It releases so much dopamine in the brain. Because Roy just knows how to sling it.
Yeah, I don't see how you're trying to find something good out of that.
What's not good about it? He's stuffing fucking all over town.
What's not
All
good
these
about
girls
it?
are so freaking horny.
Not straight in the head.
What?
His head's out in the left field.
His head's buried in the lady's vagina.
He probably doesn't even know.
God, he's so badass. He doesn't even know he has sex that much.
It's just loses track of all the poon.
He probably doesn't even know when he has sex. I'd rather have sex
Yeah,
than
that's
remember.
awesome. I mean,
Lorne, you'd rather have sex whether you remember it or not. And going by the most recent story, which is the only one, if there was any truth to it, could possibly be true, I don't think you remember it too clear.
don't see how that's awesome. That makes him even more daddy.
Wouldn't you rather have sex and remember it?
Well, I mean, if I was having sex as much as Roy is, who cares if you forget a few times?
I care.
Well, I don't. Clearly, Roy doesn't.
Such a shithead.
So you're trying to say we're going to have a lot of sex, but you're going to forget some of it?
What? How did you take that out of that? Incredible. I think that's the perfect place to leave it for the night. So that was Yeah, incredible. G'day, Jim Leahy. Um, so thanks very much for being with me, guys. This was a whole heap of fun. So I will be streaming again tomorrow night, and I am very excited to be saying that joining me with tomorrow night will be the great Batsby. I am very much looking forward to that, and yeah. So I'll see you guys then, guys. I'll see you guys then, guys. I will see you guys then. Have a great rest of your night. And yeah, catch you tomorrow. And of course, don't forget to delete your archives. Bye.